Freedom One, HearingGod.tv. This video is about what happens around the time of puberty, or age of reason, from a spiritual standpoint. You know, it's the time where you transition from being under mom and dad's spiritual wing, from innocence, now into accountability. You don't have a free ticket to heaven anymore. You know too much. You're accountable for your own sin now. You have to receive Jesus for yourself. Your own personal relationship, not the one of your parents. Being a teen is a tumultuous time, especially spiritually. You know, you just popped up on the enemy's radar. When the enemy would look down before, he'd only see mom and dad's covering. But now he sees this new dot next to them. And if the enemy can entice you and get you to sin and then condemn yourself straight out the gate, if he can get you to believe his lies instead of the truth, he can tap you off from greater works and moving in the power of Jesus. Essentially a saved but powerless Christian. Well, we don't want that, do we? We want all the promises of God manifest in our lives. So that's why I want to do this. Because the first attacks for those coming out from under mom and dad's wing are most notably ones of the flesh. As a child, a baby, you cry when you need something, whether a diaper change, food, or love. You know, and that need was taken care of by an adult. And in your exodus from a child into adulthood, Satan's first line of attack is appealing to the basest of our physical needs. In Luke 4:1-2, we find out that Jesus, having just been baptized, goes immediately into the wilderness for 40 days. And he ate nothing during those days, and when they had ended, he became hungry. The first attack then. Remember, it was a challenge to satisfy that base need of hunger and turning stones into bread. Jesus answers Satan in this attack by saying, "One does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes forth from the mouth of God." What can we learn from this? As we come out from under mom and dad, it's not our circumstances or what people say that matters, but it's what God says. That alone is the truth. And this can be comforting because, frankly, some of you out there have had a rough childhood. Mom or dad may have not been around. You may have been hurt by people in authority positions, even at church, that speak the gospel but then don't follow its instruction. You're accountable on your own now. At the same time, don't feel that just coming out the gate here, that your youth disqualifies you. What did young David do? In 1 Samuel 17:26 it says, "Then David spoke to the men who were standing by him, saying, 'What will be done for the man who kills this Philistine and takes away the reproach from Israel? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should taunt the armies of the living God?'" Why did he say that? He spent so much time with God when he was out shepherding. He knew the heart of God. He's called a man after God's own heart. David didn't look at the circumstances. You know, when the bear charged or the lion, he believed God, and in this same situation, he could ignore Goliath's taunts because of God's promises and truth. And what did everybody else do? His older brothers. Everybody was looking in the natural at this, you know, this guy's going to kill me. But David knew God. So your youth does not disqualify you whatsoever. So the Bible is your benchmark now. So I want to encourage you to invest your time spending with God in prayer and building that relationship so you can stand confidently when Goliath comes to taunt you as you go through into adulthood. Now, in my next video, I'd like to go more in depth with how Satan first attacks, you know, using temptations with our base physical needs. And this is a key time because we go beyond those base needs of love, care, and food In maturing, we have the addition of sexual maturation, which keeps the human race going, right? The thing is that Satan will use this new thing that you don't quite understand, bodily changes, the hormonal mood swings. He'll try to use all that to confuse you and get you to defile yourself, turning what God says is good and holy and natural into something dark and dirty, and a vice that Satan can use to condemn you, make you feel like you can't have a restored relationship with Father God, you know, even if you've heartily repented. So even if it's too late and you already screwed up, let's know that Jesus offers us complete forgiveness with no condemnation. And I'll see you in the next video.
Where are your accusers? Is there anyone here who's condemned you?
No. No one.
Then neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more.